The city of Chicago pulsated with life, and amidst its ceaseless energy, I found myself immersed in a world hidden to most. My name is Edward, and I possess the unique ability to perceive auras, to see the kaleidoscope of emotions that dance around people like ethereal spirits. It was in this extraordinary realm that I first encountered Elise. Our paths intersected in the heart of the city, amid the towering skyscrapers that seemed to touch the heavens. The aura that enveloped Elise was a tapestry of warm, consistent hues, a radiant display of genuine fondness. As I approached her, captivated by the vibrant colors that spoke volumes about her character, our eyes met, and a connection ignited. "Excuse me," I said, unable to suppress my curiosity. "I couldn't help but notice the beautiful colors surrounding you. There's an unmistakable sincerity in your aura." Elise, startled but intrigued, offered a tentative smile. "Colors? I'm not sure what you mean." I chuckled, realizing the peculiarity of my introduction. "I have this gift, you could say. I see auras, the colors that reflect the emotions people carry. Yours is like a constant glow of fondness. It's quite remarkable." Her eyes widened with a mix of surprise and amusement. "Auras? That's fascinating. What do you see in yours?" I hesitated, not wanting to reveal too much too soon. "It's complicated. But there's something about your aura that drew me in." I felt compelled to introduce myself. As our conversation unfolded against the backdrop of the bustling city, Elise's aura seemed to intensify, as if responding to the newfound connection between us. Little did I know that this encounter would mark the beginning of a journey filled with love, mystery, and the revelation of auras that would shape the course of our lives. The Chicago skyline, a mosaic of glass and steel, mirrored the evolving tapestry of Elise's and my budding romance. Our professional connection deepened as we navigated the intricacies of work, but it was the vibrant hues of Elise's aura that painted our journey with the colors of love. One evening, as the city lights began to flicker against the darkening sky, I found Elise engrossed in her work at the office. The glow of determination emanated from her aura, blending seamlessly with the warm hues of affection that had become a constant presence. "Elise," I said, leaning against her desk, "I was thinking of grabbing a coffee. Care to join me?" She looked up from her work, a playful smile tugging at the corners of her lips. "Coffee sounds like a welcome distraction. Lead the way." As we strolled through the city streets, our conversation meandered from work to personal anecdotes. The aura surrounding us seemed to merge, creating a symphony of colors that reflected the unspoken emotions blossoming between us. "You know," Elise said, her eyes sparkling with sincerity, "there's something comforting about being around you. It's like I can sense your emotions without you saying a word." I chuckled, feeling a warmth spread through my own aura. "Well, it's a two-way street. Your aura speaks volumes, Elise. It's like a constant reminder of the genuine connection we share." Our journey from colleagues to confidants continued, and one day, as the sun dipped below the cityscape, Elise's aura unveiled a new palette of colors, a symphony of love and vulnerability. "Edward," she confessed, her aura tinged with a gentle blush, "there's something more than friendship here, isn't there?" I nodded, my own aura resonating with the emotions swirling within. "I've been hoping you'd see it too, Elise. There's a connection between us that goes beyond the confines of the office." As the city lights twinkled around us, Elise and I embraced the realization that our professional partnership had evolved into a love story, marked by the radiant hues of trust, understanding, and the promise of a future together. The news of Elise's pregnancy transformed our lives, infusing our home with an anticipatory energy that radiated from the very core of our beings. As we navigated the ups and downs of impending parenthood, the colors of Elise's aura told a story of joy, hope, and the undeniable bond that tied us together. One evening, after a particularly eventful day of preparing the nursery, Elise and I found ourselves sitting on the floor amidst scattered baby clothes and toys. The soft glow of Elise's aura bathed the room in hues of maternal warmth. "Can you believe we're going to be parents?" Elise said, her eyes reflecting a mix of excitement and nervousness. I grinned, my own aura echoing the joyous sentiment. "It's incredible. I can already sense the love and happiness this little one will bring into our lives. As the weeks passed, the colors of Elise's aura fluctuated, mirroring the ebb and flow of emotions that accompanied the journey to parenthood. There were moments of worry, masked by shades of blue, and moments of pure bliss, where her aura shimmered with the brightest hues imaginable. During a routine checkup, Elise's aura took on a new dimension, a soft pink that seemed to envelop her in a protective embrace. The doctor's words confirmed what her aura had already whispered to us. We were expecting a son. "He's healthy, Elise," the doctor assured us, "and from the looks of it, he's going to bring a lot of love and joy into your lives." Back at home, we stood before the nursery, the soft pastels adorning the walls echoing the tender emotions that filled the room. Elise's aura glowed with a profound sense of motherly love. "I can't wait to meet him," she said, her hand gently resting on her growing belly. Our son, Cooper, became the focal point of our auras, a convergence of colors that painted a picture of unconditional love. Little did we know that his arrival would not only illuminate our lives, but also cast shadows that would challenge the very essence of our family's aura. Cooper's arrival should have marked the pinnacle of our happiness, but as he grew, a peculiar shadow cast its gloom over our family. His aversion to the outdoors became increasingly apparent, a mystery that veiled our once harmonious home in shades of uncertainty. One sunny afternoon, Elise and I attempted to take Cooper to the nearby park, hoping to bask in the warmth of the sun as a family. However, as soon as the sunlight touched his skin, a shadow fell over him, his tiny face contorted, and his cries pierced the air. "What's happening, Edward?" Elise asked, her eyes reflecting concern as Cooper's aura shifted from vibrant to distressed. "I'm not sure," I replied, my own aura tinged with confusion. "It's like the outdoors trigger something in him, something he can't quite express." As the weeks passed, Cooper's aversion intensified, turning outdoor excursions into tearful struggles. We sought the guidance of doctors and specialists, but the mystery remained unsolved, wrapped in the shadows that clung to our son. One evening, as we sat in the dimly lit living room, Elise spoke, her voice tinged with worry. "Edward, do you think there's something wrong with Cooper? Something we're missing?" I sighed, my own aura reflecting the weight of our shared concern. "I wish I had answers, Elise. It's as if there's a darkness surrounding him, and we're struggling to bring him into the light." Cooper's aversion became a source of quiet tension in our family, casting shadows over play dates, family outings, and the simple pleasures we had envisioned as parents. The colors of his aura, once bright and full of potential, now held a complexity that mirrored the unspoken challenges we faced. "I just want him to be happy," Elise confessed one night, her aura a mixture of determination and vulnerability. "We'll figure this out, Edward. We have to." Little did we know that a visit to Elise's parents would offer a brief respite, a glimpse of sunshine amidst the persistent shadows that loomed over our family. Our journey to Elise's parents' home offered a temporary escape from the shadows that clung to our family. As we stepped into the warmth of their welcoming abode, a transformation occurred in Cooper that left us marveling at the mysterious interplay between his emotions and his surroundings. "Look at him, Edward," Elise exclaimed, her eyes sparkling with joy as Cooper explored the backyard, his laughter echoing in the air. "It's like he's a different child here." I observed my own aura flickering with a mixture of relief and curiosity. "It's incredible. The shadows seem to lift when he's in this environment. What is it about this place that makes him so happy?" Eliza's mother, sensing our bewilderment, joined the conversation. "I've noticed it too. Cooper thrives when he's here. Perhaps there's something in the energy of the surroundings that resonates with him." As we delved into the mystery, Elise's father added, "Nature has a way of healing. Maybe the outdoors here provide a sense of comfort that he doesn't find elsewhere." Days turned into a sunlit haven, Cooper's aura painting a canvas of joy and playfulness. It was as if the shadows that haunted him at home had momentarily retreated, allowing us to witness the sunshine in his soul. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and we gathered for a family dinner, Elise's father spoke with a knowing smile. "Sometimes the answers we seek are hidden in the simplest things. Cooper has found his sunshine here, and maybe that's a clue to understanding his aversion." Elise, her aura resonating with gratitude, turned to me. Edward, do you think there's a way to bring some of this sunshine back with us? To help Cooper feel this happiness at home. I nodded, inspired by the idea. We'll find a way, Elise. We owe it to him to create an environment that allows his aura to shine, even amidst the shadows. Little did we know that this brief respite would serve as a catalyst, guiding us toward the answers we sought and preparing us for the challenges that lay ahead, as the shadows threatened to return with an even darker hue. The tranquil interlude at Elise's parents' home became a distant memory as our return to the routine of daily life ushered in a storm we never saw coming. It was a clear day, much like any other, when the sudden darkness descended upon our family, leaving us grappling with the unthinkable. One evening, as the sun dipped below the city skyline, Elise's father collapsed without warning. Panic set in as we rushed him to the hospital, the colors of anxiety and fear swirling in our auras. In the stereo fluorescent-lit room, the doctor delivered the devastating news. A sudden heart attack had claimed his life. The darkness that settled over our family was palpable. Elise's aura, once a beacon of warmth, now bore the weight of grief. I struggled to find words of comfort, my own aura a somber reflection of the profound loss we shared. As we faced the whirlwind of funeral arrangements and condolences, Elise's mother spoke with a heavy heart. I never imagined saying goodbye like this. He was the light of our lives. Elise, her voice breaking, added, Cooper loved him so much. How do we explain this to our son, Edward? I embraced Elise, the shadows in our auras intertwining. We'll find a way, love, together. The funeral cast a long shadow over our family, and as we returned home, the once familiar surroundings seemed foreign, marked by an absence that echoed in the emptiness of Elise's father's favorite chair. Days turned into nights, each one a struggle to navigate the new reality. Cooper, in his innocence, seemed to sense the void, his aura a muted reflection of the joy that had once radiated from him. One night, as we sat in the quiet darkness of our living room, Elise whispered, tears glistening in her eyes, I miss him, Edward. The house feels so empty without him. I held her hand, my own aura enveloping hers in a silent promise. We'll get through this together, and we'll make sure Cooper knows how much his grandfather loved him. Little did we anticipate that the darkness that had descended upon our family was not only a product of grief, but also a harbinger of secrets that would fracture the very foundation we had built. As shadows deepened, accusations and revelations loomed on the horizon, threatening to shatter the semblance of normalcy we desperately clung to. In the wake of Elise's father's sudden demise, our family clung to each other for support, seeking solace in the shared grief. However, the shadows that darkened our lives were far from over. A storm of accusations and confessions was about to unravel, shaking the very core of our existence. During a somber family gathering, Cooper's once vibrant aura now carried the weight of sorrow, mirroring the emotional turmoil that enveloped our home. It was amidst this fragile atmosphere that Cooper, with a child's intuition, voiced an accusation that would send shockwaves through our already shattered family. Esther pushed Grandpa, he said, his innocent eyes wide with certainty. The room fell into a stunned silence as everyone turned to look at Esther, Elise's sister-in-law. Her aura, once intertwined with the family's, now stood isolated, tainted with the shadows of accusation. Esther's eyes welled up with a mixture of shock and denial. Cooper, sweetheart, I would never hurt your grandfather. You know that, right? Cooper remained steadfast, his small voice unwavering. I saw it, Mommy, she pushed him. The air thickened with tension as accusations flew, tearing through the fabric of trust that had bound us together. The revelation of Esther's affair, previously hidden in the shadows, now emerged as a complicating factor, further clouding the already tumultuous family dynamics. As the emotions in the room reached a boiling point, Elise confronted Esther. Tell us the truth, Esther. Did you have something to do with Dad's fall? Esther, cornered and tearful, confessed amidst the charged silence. Yes, but it wasn't intentional, we argued, and I didn't mean for it to go that far. The room erupted with a mix of shock, anger, and grief. The shadows that had haunted us extended beyond the tragedy of Elisa's father's death, exposing wounds that ran deep within the family. Eliza's voice, filled with a mixture of pain and fury, resonated through the room. "You betrayed us, Esther. And now, because of your actions, Dad is gone." The police were called, and Esther was arrested, leaving our family in the wake of shattered trust and unspoken pain. As she was led away, the weight of her confession lingered, casting a long, haunting shadow over our family. Little did we know that the aftermath of these revelations would demand resilience, understanding, and an unwavering commitment to rebuild the fractured bonds that had once defined us. In the aftermath of Esther's arrest, our family found itself caught in a whirlwind of emotions, grappling with the aftershocks of the shocking revelations that had torn through the fabric of our lives. Cooper, now burdened with the weight of the truth, carried an aura marked by confusion and pain, mirroring the fractures in our once unbreakable unity. As the days unfolded, Elise and I navigated the daunting task of explaining the complexities of the situation to Cooper, his innocent eyes seeking answers that even we struggled to comprehend. "Mommy, why did Aunt Esther do that?" he asked, his aura flickering with a mix of innocence and vulnerability. Elise knelt down to his eye level, her own aura radiating a blend of compassion and sadness. "Cooper, sometimes grown-ups make mistakes, and it's our job to learn from them. Aunt Esther made a very big mistake, and now she has to face the consequences." Cooper's gaze lingered on his mother, seeking reassurance in the comforting hues of her aura. "Will things go back to normal?" Elise sighed, her aura tinged with a profound sense of responsibility. "We're going to work together to make things better, sweetheart. It won't be easy, but we have each other." In the midst of the turmoil, friends and extended family reached out, offering a lifeline of support. The colors of their auras, filled with empathy and understanding, provided a stark contrast to the shadows that still lingered within our home. One evening, Elise's best friend, Sarah, visited. Her aura radiated warmth as she hugged Elise tightly. "I can't imagine what you're going through, Elise, but remember, you're not alone. We're here for you, no matter what." The genuine support from those who cared helped mend the fractures within our family. Cooper, buoyed by the love surrounding him, gradually began to find moments of joy amidst the lingering shadows. As we attended therapy sessions together, the colors of our auras became a canvas for healing. The therapist, a beacon of understanding, guided us through the process of rebuilding trust and navigating the complexities of forgiveness. One day, during a particularly emotional session, Elise turned to me. "Edward, can we really move past this? Can we be a family again?" I held her hand, our auras intertwining in a shared commitment. "We'll take it one step at a time, Elise. As long as we face it together, we can overcome anything." Little by little, with therapy, support, and unwavering determination, our family began to heal. The shadows that had threatened to engulf us slowly receded, revealing glimpses of the resilient love that had always been at the core of who we were. The journey was far from over, but as our auras intertwined in a renewed tapestry of colors, we found hope in the possibility of rebuilding, learning, and emerging stronger from the wreckage of our past.